your comedy style is more where you read passages from books, the wedding announcements. How did you decide that this was what you wanted your style to be as opposed to writing jokes?
Well, I'm not a good joke writer. Mario Cantone and I have talked about this. I mean, we couldn't write a joke if our lives depended on it. Like if somebody said you have to write a joke, I think I'd be dead. We'd be killed. But we love telling stories, and we love telling stories in a funny way. We like doing voices. Anyway, I've learned a lot, obviously, from the playwright Charles Busch, not only about playwriting but acting and having a certain grandeur, and the fact that you have to have a certain style, and that's really your hook. And my style is that I'm basically a diva, and everyone else is crazy. That's my hook. And yes, I have to wear lashes and hair and a lot of makeup, and I would never be that kind of comic who would go on stage with like jeans and like a t-shirt.
Yes,
I was just never that kind of woman. I remember one time doing a show with Joy Behar, and I was really dolled up, just lashes and hair and everything, and she was just like, oh my God, Betty Buckley from Sunset Boulevard just walked in, which was kind of true. I did that. It was a little overdone, but that is much more of my theme. I like to be the grande dame, and I think I did learn that a lot from my theatrical background, and certainly working with someone like Charles Busch. So yeah, and that has actually become a comedy style, which is great. And I think at first when people don't know what I'm doing, they're like, who is this weirdo, and why is she wearing like a lot of makeup? Because for a lot of female comics, they definitely want to be much more low key.
Right.
But my show is more theatrical, and it is more storytelling, since I don't do jokes. And so it's a combo platter of sort of, well, I don't know, Spalding Gray meets Charles Busch meets stand-up, so it's sort of a mishmash. It's a what would they call it? A mashup.
A mashup.
It's a mashup.
That's awesome.
Of comedy stylings, and it seems to be working.
Yeah.
So I'll keep doing it.
Well, that's good. We definitely want you to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And it's good that you dress up for it. I mean, I think it's important that you take the extra time to do that because it adds to the show.
It really does.
It does.
I mean, if you're going to pay to see someone, really, I don't want to see dirty jeans and like a bad top.
Right.
I really do want to see someone making a little bit of an effort. And I just think it puts people more at ease. It certainly puts me at ease. And I think people appreciate it, like you're saying. It's like, well, she took the time. Maybe I'll wake up now,
right?
And order an appetizer and a drink, and I'll enjoy myself.
Right, exactly.
It puts everyone in a better mood.
I mean, I used to dress up. I used to do stand-up comedy on the side, and I would always wear some sort of costume or a little more than jeans and a shirt, and it makes a difference.
It makes a difference. Maria Callas said it. You've got to have a look.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, maybe the look is the torn jeans, but wow, that's like maybe one person can do that. Right. But not everyone.
Right.
So.
Well, you do it well.
Well, thank you.
With the costumes.
Yeah. Yes. I love that you used to do stand-up.
Oh, yeah. I loved it. I did songs and impressions and...
Wait. I want to hear an impression. What's going on there?
I used to do an impression of, like, Richard Simmons.
Okay.
It would be like, hello, everybody. I am Richard Simmons, and this is Divas of Dance. And our first guest is Linda, and she needs to lose 36 pounds, and here is Linda's story.
Oh, my God.
And I would go into the story.
And then he'd cry.
Yes. Well, she would cry. I would have Linda cry because she'd be telling the story.
She would cry with her.
Yes. And then we would cry together. And,
okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah. If you go on YouTube, you can see some of my stuff.
Oh, my God. This is right.
Yeah.
Where would you do this?
At the comedy clubs around the city.
Like Stand Up New York,
Broadway Comedy Club. Gotham Comedy Club when
Oh
it was
my
on
God.
22nd Street. Yeah.
Wait, and then how did you get into the blogging? Now I'm interviewing you. This is right. How did you get into the blogging?
I was taking a break from comedy because
Right.
I needed a break from it,
Right.
and I still wanted to entertain people, and I read interviews on entertainment websites, and I was like, well, I have questions I want to ask.
Well, I could do that.
Yeah, and I started emailing and talking to my friends who did theater, and they started responding, and I got responses, and it just kind
But
of
now
took off
you're
from there.
part of the industry.
I am. I guess I am.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is. It's been a dream come true.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Very Beyonce of you.
Well, I try.
I love
try.
it. I love
Women aren't the only one who rule the world.
That's true. That is true. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, men really still do rule the world in a lot of ways, but it's
Well,
changing.
it is changing. Yes.
It's changing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay. What else?